for Real Mikey D History, and that's history as in his story, because I feel like my story is to tell and not for them to sell, you know what I mean? So why should I keep going on other people's platforms doing these interviews and not really getting nothing out of it? I'm telling the same story over and over and over again. So what I decided to do was build my own platform, tell my own story, but the way I flip it is, everybody that was a part of my journey, I interviewed them. So because we're in Springfield, we're gonna make this a special episode because, believe it or not, my man Mingo Madness was the first person to bring me down to Springfield back in 1987. You know what I mean? Back in 87. And here it is, 2021, and I'm back, and Mingo is still here. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, just to remind y'all, let me do the joint that Mingo brought me down here to do. And it goes a little something like this. Yo, D-Rock, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Boy, this is the LA posse in effect, you know what I'm saying? And we get rough.
Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Everybody in the party, if you have somebody, everybody say, oh yeah. Hey yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Mikey D. Y'all already know what it is. We out here, man. I'm back, man. I'm back in Springfield, Mass. You heard?
Come on, man.
Yo.
It's been years, Mikey.
As y'all already know, this is the Real Mikey D History. That's history as in his story.
No doubt.
So, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, man, I used to come out to Massachusetts when I was young. I was in my teens. This was like 87. And the first person to bring me out here was, like I said earlier, Mingo, my man Mingo Madness.
Mingo
So
Madness.
here is Mingo Madness.
Yes, sir.
This is over 30 years later,
Yes, sir.
and we
And we out
still
here.
here.
Still strong.
Mingo, what's good?
man.
Introduce the people.
Yo.
Introduce yourself.
Yo, Mikey,
My
man,
bad.
it's me, the Mingo Madness. I've been up here since 1983 in Springfield doing the radio station, 91.9 FM, WAIC, you know? And I remember because you come up here, when we watch up here, man, you rocked the house up at American International College, man. And still, you're doing your thing still, man. I mean, one day at a time, and you're still doing things. You're about to make a new album now?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, another one, most definitely.
Come on, man. Mikey, you got some lyrics. I went down to New York. I'm from the Bronx, by the way. 223rd in Bronxwood Avenue, or 900 block of 223rd. And we went down for the old school thing with Shoutout, and everybody was there. And I'm telling you, Melly Mel, everybody was down there. And who gets on the mic is Mikey D, and tore it up. Broke it down. I'm like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we talk about. Rap from the old school, but true rap. Makes sense rap. That's what Mikey D has for you, man.
Word up.
Makes sense rap. Yes, sir.
That's a fact. So, I mean, a lot of people, they tune in to hear about my history, but at the same time, I like to flip the history and not only make it about me, but I like to give flowers to those who were a part of my journey.
Right.
You were a major part of me coming out here to Springfield, and for me to come back and be here again, it's incredible. But I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What inspired you to start your hip-hop journey? Like, I know you the illest DJ. I know you and at the tip of my tongue, Chuck Chill Out is mad cool, and Big Chip, and you know what I mean, Cool Chip, and all of them. What inspired you to get into this thing we call hip hop?
Well, years ago, at Valley Park in the Bronx, you know, I used to go down to Valley Park, and with my boys from 23rd Street to 900 block, and we go down there, and people like Theodore or Flash, somebody be cutting up on the ones and twos, but right around the corner from me was Chuck Chillout, you know? And I lived on 223rd Street, Chuck lived on 22nd Street. I lived on 900 block, Chuck lived on 1000 block, and on the 800 block of 223rd was Cool Chip. So Chip had it, and we used to rap and stuff in Cool Chip's basement. I used to call myself MC R2D2, name called Star Wars or R2D2. I'm like, oh, get the heck out of here. But anyway, my godbrother's name is D, so I call myself D2. But that started me up getting into the hip hop stage of things, and then it just blew up after that. You know, I just wanted to start DJing. When I came to Springfield, it was in 1983, and then I got on the radio station and blew it up from there. People like Cool Chip, Chuck Chillout, who I still call my cousin, although we're not cousins, we just know each other like that. His mom and my mom used to hang out tough on the Bronxwood Ave, you know what I'm saying? But what was going on is that it had me inspired to just go ahead and just do music, make people just dance. And it wasn't just one specific, you got DJs that just do merengue, or they just do salsa, or they just do rap. I do everything. Hip hop, R&B, oldies, but goodies, and people love that. Just bring the music back, man. People love it, and I love doing that for people, man.
That's right. Yo, it's a blessing having you, man.
No
Still here after all these years.
It's a blessing to see you
Yo,
again,
bro,
man.
I remember one time you sent 2 vans down to the Bronx.
Come get you.
To pick us up. It was me, it was my man 9MM,
That's right.
Cool Chip,
Yep.
and remember we had a case of 40s and 9MM and me.
Yes, sir.
We rhymed from the Bronx all the way
Up here.
to Springfield. We didn't even need the radio,
No, sir.
man. Yo, once again, y'all, this is Mingo Madness, and y'all are definitely checking out the Real Mikey D History. That's his
Speaking about
story.
a van, going down to New York, picking somebody up. I went down to New York, pick up Kane, Biz, and Shan. And Shan and Biz was going at it back and forth, all the way up back up here, man. And that's the way I love it, man. You know, just being you, just being real. The real rap. And that's what you got, Mikey. You've had that for years. Real rap, man. I love that, man.
Yo, facts, man, and I love you, man. Real Talk New York, we in the building. And as a matter of fact, the spots that you hearing this music coming from, I'm gonna be performing here live. So we're gonna close out with the live performance. Once again, I want to thank Mingo Madness for joining the
Cozy's
platform.
Cafe right here, Cozy Pavilion right here in Springfield, Mass. 6th Street, Springfield, Mass. That's where we at right now.
No doubt. And my man Cal Cutter behind the cam.
Cutter.
And once again, party people, we out of here. You first, man. I remember you bringing us down here with 9MM and Cool Chip and Chuck Chillout and the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? So after Mingo brought us down here, I met a brother named Rabb from motherfucking Enfield, Connecticut. And you know what's crazy? This is before I won the New Music Seminar in 1988, so we talking about 87. My man Rabb is here with us tonight too. You know what I'm saying? My man Rabb is right here in the front. Yo, this brother, I swear to God, man, I love you, man, because I used to come back out here to come see you. And you and your brother Anthony was little and shit, but he was the little homie. But when you wasn't home, remember how your moms took me in as her son and she used to let me stay there even when you wasn't there? I had a place. One time I came to Rabb's house, I had like 7 motherfuckers with me. She let us all stay in the basement and shit. We raided the refrigerator and all types of shit. But the song at that time, when Rabb used to bring me and Johnnie Quest down there, here was this. And look, ladies, I called myself making a love song, but I kind of missed the mark, so forgive me for this one. But let's go. Where is he? Oh shit, D-Rock. Let's go. Yeah, y'all remember this? Yeah. Go a little something like this, y'all.
200 girls got a feeling for love and quite flirty. It's about time for me to rhyme kinda dirty. And if you ask me if I have what you need, my answer, yes indeed. So take that bra off and drop the panties to the ankle. Cause when I'm through with you, you say thank you. Don't get excited and don't get aroused, cause I'm coming in the house.
Hey Hey yo, what up, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. Once again, it's your boy, the real Mikey D. Thank you for tuning in to the real Mikey D history. That's his story. You know what I mean? His story. Like I was telling y'all at the beginning of this show, the first person to bring me out to Springfield, Massachusetts was my man Mingo Madness. But the first, like I was saying also, the first person to bring me out to Enfield, Connecticut on some real S was my man Rabb. Now Rabb, it's like, yo, well, I remember he called me one day and said he was gonna pay us $500 and he was gonna come get us. And me and Quest was like, all right. But at the back of our minds, we was like, yeah, right. Man, about 2 hours later, guess who's pulling up? Rabb. So right now, I want to welcome my man Rabb. Man, welcome to the show, brother.
How you doing, Mike?
Everything is good, man. Yo, how many years we got, man?
Oh, man, we got a lot of years, man, together. A lot of years.
Yo, I'm talking about, this was 1986, 87 when we met, because I met Mingo around the same time as I met Rabb. Did we meet at the Harambe and then you booked us?
No, we met in Hartford with Sausage.
Sausage?
You were doing some music, and I'm like, yo, this is incredible. I want to bring him to Enfield.
Right.
And I did say, hey, Mike, I'll pay you money.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, okay, yeah, right. I took your number down, and man, we had one of the biggest parties in Enfield.
Yo, it was so crazy. Yo, the party that he threw in Enfield that we was at, Stress, wasn't you DJing there?
Yeah,
Look,
I used to DJ his parties. Like, he used to have his parties, and he used to like, yo, Chris DJ. And I remember he had the turntables, but I would DJ. And then Mike brought Johnnie Quest with him out there, and I never seen somebody do what Johnnie Quest did in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is this dude doing this with these records? And then one time I was in his basement, and they were talking about doing a song called Trading Places, and I see Mike get on there, and he's scratching on the turntables too, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a question you were asking, but that, at his house, I know Mike because of him. You know what I mean? Shout out to Greg because of him.
and yo, Stress, how old were you when we met?
15, 16 years old, in front of his front yard. I met him, remember, he was rhyming, and I was like, who's this? And they said New York, and I never met nobody from New York rapping, and I'm like, New York? So I'm looking at him like, wow, I'm fucking in front of him and shit. This is Mikey D. You know, at that time I was DJ, just finished breaking, and I was impressed, yo, Mikey D. Shout out to Greg, though, because Greg throw events. Mike Quest always coming down. It was crazy.
Word up. So let's ask Greg some questions, man. Now, everybody knew you as the man. Let's talk about, matter of fact, let's talk about that first party, man. What happened after that? Didn't it make the news?
Oh my God, that party, yo.
The one you was at.
The kids from Windsor,
from me.
the kids from Windsor came up there and wanted to fight with my friends out there in Enfield, and I was saying, we're not having that. And it went crazy. They had to shut the whole.
I could tell you how it started.
Yeah.
I was there.
No, we don't got to talk about it. But I'm just saying.
No, there was nothing wrong.
But it made the papers.
They made the paper.
Yeah.
They shut it down. State police had to come in there. A lot of people got arrested. It was crazy. It was the craziest thing that happened in Enfield.
Yeah,
Mike was hiding in the basement when the cops came. Mike said, "You ain't gonna get me."
They had to bring the other from Summers cops over.
They had to shut. Enfield was shut down. They had to call the state police all over the place. It was crazy. But you know what? It was the best party we ever had.
Hell yeah.
Let me tell you something. Tonight is a good night. I got Mikey D up in here, my man Rabb, and my man DJ Stress. We up in here, and we're large and live up in here. Over here in State Street, Springfield, Mass. Word up. Mingo Madness is saying that right now. Believe that.
Yo, that's crazy, man. And we got over 30 years of friendship, man, and brothership. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's insane. Yo, Greg, I remember when you used to throw the parties in the yard. This mother effer right here used to buy bushels and bushels of lobsters.
Wow.
Yo, it was like whatever you wanted to eat, you just tell him, and
Greg was the man.
he had like over You know what I mean? Yo, let me tell you something, man. We used
rent
to.
cars with the AC popping in that shit.
And you know what's funny? He's still talking about today, to the day, right now, tonight. We're gonna do something else right now. We're gonna get all the DJs from WASC, SCCC, we're gonna get them all together. We're gonna do something.
We're gonna have a nice show. Yep, we're gonna have a nice show.
So Greg is
we're
talking
looking at Thanksgiving, the night before Thanksgiving or a little after Thanksgiving. We're gonna have a nice
We're gonna do
batch.
something, yes, sir.
Yes. Mingo Madness, Tony Gas, DJ Stress.
Yes,
That's
sir.
my man from Green Manorville,
Yes,
and
sir.
that Playboy Mikey D.
Yes, sir.
Yo, man, it's only right, man. Come on, man.
No
This
doubt.
is the fam right here, man. So, yo, like I said, man, this is full circle, man. From 1987 to now, man. You know what I'm saying? And we back in Springfield,
2021.
Massachusetts,
Word
on State Street,
up.
right on State Street. Yo, I'm
Indeed.
bugging. Remember, y'all used to bring me out here to Springfield and
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah.
I used to battle dudes in front of the. What was the name of that store? Remember, it was like where everybody used to pull up. Don't talk about the time I got hit in the head with the Heineken bottle and y'all had to come to the rescue. You know, that's neither here or there.
That was like profile.
No, I remember the profile thing because I was at SAS.
Right.
So I was messing with you then. And I said, yo, they said somebody's messing with Mikey D. I said, yo, I got my people, let's go over there.
Yeah,
and
you
we
did.
cleared that
But
up
you
real
know-
quick.
you know-
It was the Jamaicans.
Yeah. And you know when it was over, right?
Yes,
My
sir.
loud mouth and 40s, man. You know,
No,
walking
your
in there.
loud mouth, 40s, green eyes, and mess with them girls, man. Them girls,
Hey, we
my
gotta
man
talk
was like,
about
yo,
none of that.
that's my
Hey,
girl.
listen.
It's Mikey D talking about girl.
Yo, Mike, any rapper that I would ever introduce Mike to, he would be cool, and then he'd be like, "You want to battle?" Every freaking time, I'm like, I can't introduce you to nobody without wanting to battle you. Mikey D would battle anybody.
And still
Anybody
will. And still will.
at that time. He's more humble now. He's more like
No, but
relaxed.
he's still
Unless
battling.
somebody approaches
Oh,
him.
but
it's yo.
this was the real one. We're in East Hartford, and my cousin Greg Rabb,
Yeah.
same name as mine, wanted to battle Mikey D. And I'm like, you want to battle Mikey D for real? He said, yeah, but let's put up $500 in the basement. So my cousin came down with a crew from Boston,
I remember them.
and Mikey got on the mic, ate him up. He didn't even want to rap. He said, "Oh shit, you coming to Boston?" And we went up to Boston. We had a good time in Boston.
Yo, much love to Greg Rabb and them, and
Yes,
Scott
sir.
Rabb and Gene Rabb. I remember going to Boston to see your cousins, and and I bought a Ouija board. Why'd I bring it to them? Because they was not having it. Big sis was like, "You are not bringing that in this house." Yo, she said I could either come in without it or I had to stay out with it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Much love to the Rabb family,
Rabb
man.
family, yes,
Yo, let me
sir.
tell you something, man. When I used to come up to see Greg Rabb, and Greg Rabb wouldn't be home. His mom used to let me in and just stay. I used
Treat you
to
like family.
raid the refrigerator and all types of stuff, man. Much love to this brother
Treat you
right
like
here.
family.
Hey, yo,
That's right.
Rocco, I don't know why you all the way over there, because you was young when I first started coming up here. We had some running times, so you know what?
Get up in here, man. Get up in here.
Before that.
Nah, yeah, come on up in here, man.
Yeah. Yo, this is my man Rock Leon right here. Y'all gotta look out for him, man.
What's going on? Producers Corner, Rocco Leon, Rock Cornelius. You know what I mean? Heartbeat Husky, all of that. Rep Producers Corner.
No doubt.
All day. And rep
The panache story when you
the
was
panache when I was carrying the ASR.
10.
Yeah,
They were throwing
yeah.
fireworks in there.
Yeah,
So
they was throwing them
remember
80s in the
over
club.
here?
And it was like a saloon window. Cats was diving through the saloon window, but yeah, man.
You remember that, right?
Yeah. I had a few panache episodes up in there. I ain't about to go into that.
Nah, we ain't gonna get into that.
Shout out Mingo Madness, man.
Word up, Mingo.
He used to throw the illest festival type joints up here. He used to bring me and my man M. We was TPP
sir.
back in the day in the
Yes,
90s.
sir.
And we used to come up here and rock up here, man.
Yes,
It
sir.
used to be beautiful.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't see you in forever, brother.
I'm serious, man.
Mingo
Talk-
Madness.
Yo, no
Full
doubt,
fact.
man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So whenever I tell that Super Lover C story, because we was rocking over Super Lover C beat,
yes,
man, the crowd went crazy. And that dude to James beat, yeah. Yeah.
That's my man, Super Lover C. Super Lover, right now, just text me because he's working. He does the
Shout out
websites.
Super Lover
He's
C,
doing my
man.
website right now.
Yes, sir.
So y'all about to see the Mikey D, the RealMikeyD.com. Super Lover C, salute to him.
Shout out to Super Lover C.
But yo, I got.
All right. Yeah, peace, everybody.
Peace.
Come on.
Wait, hold on. I got one more story about Greg Rabb and the crew. Yo, the night before I battled Melly Mel, right? Now remember, the name of my crew was Mikey D and the LA Posse.
Word up.
But we did not have one mother effer from LA in the building. My posse that night was all from Connecticut. He had like 12 people with him. And remember, we was bouncing from show to show, doing all of the shows. And this was the LA Posse, man. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Greg Rabb, man. Salute to you. I love you, man. We brothers for life. This is over 30 years of friendship, man. I got Mingo Madness. I got Stress. I got Rock Holy on, man. It gets no better than that, man. This shit is some brother stuff, like make you want to cry. But grown men don't cry. You know what I mean? But yo, thank you for joining us on The Real Mikey D History. That's history as his story, all right?
So many more, too.
And we out of here.
So I'm staying in my lane. I ain't ever giving up. It'll stay that way until the day my living's up. Got him shook. I ain't kidding. Take a look. Day of destruction. It was written in the book. Yeah, either you real or you fake. Be a judge, not for your talent, but the choices you make. You been rapping from the pocket. I've been rhyming from the heart. You just caught a lucky break. I've been grinding from the start and working till my feet and hands was hurting in a b-boy stance. Not a grown man twerking. And one thing's for certain, this freak show is over. Close curtain.